All I have in this world is my balls and my word, and I don't break them for no one. Do you understand?
Rightio, legends, Chaos Chronicles, and we're back again with another video. And so obviously we're doing a reaction video today. And so I found some footage from inside Queensland prisons. Right now, Queensland prisons are pretty ferocious, but this is what prison is like all around Australia. This is what prisons look like. This is how prisons operate. What happens to this guy right here, and it's pretty full on. So trigger warning. But yeah, before we get into it, guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please jump down there, shoot me a subscription. That'd be absolutely appreciated. And if you smash that bell icon, you'll never miss any of my clips again. And yeah, we got paid memberships available, guys, where I drop members only content. And so, yeah, you know, you get a few extra perks than the normal subscribers. And yeah, we also have a Discord available now where we all hang out and chat. I give updates and stuff like that. And yeah, you can find all that in my channel page. But yeah, rightio, let's get into it. Queensland prisons. Like I said, trigger warning. Also, the video quality is pretty ordinary, but yeah, let's get into it. Trigger warning. So you can see the guy sitting down at the middle of the steps there. Bang. Into it. 3 different people. Now you can see this guy has no hope, has absolutely no hope. Got one bloke here, one bloke here, one bloke here. I mean, what's he going to do? Do you know what I mean? And this is what it's like, guys. This is how brutal prison is. This is what it's like. Yeah, it's just crazy, isn't it? Like, and now have a look how long it takes for the screws to get there. Like, this is what I mean. Like, your lives are in danger in prison. You don't want to go there, guys. Do you know what I mean? And this is why. God knows what happened for that guy, but you know, for them to do that like that in the middle of the unit, it was obviously something pretty bad. And I would say for him to be sitting there on them stairs like that, he's actually sitting there so he's in front of the screws. So, you know, you find people do that all the time and they'll sit there in front of the screws so they feel safe so no one can get them. Well, there you go. First screw arrives. How long was that? A minute later. Now, this is another one. Watch this. Bushka, don't come in my cell and think you're going to muck and come around here. Coming around here.
Something. I said, same thing.
So, Matt,
you hear him there? I'm telling you, that's gagging from pepper spray 100%. Absolutely wanting to pry your eyes out because it feels like you've got razor blades behind them and the real pepper spray is the demon.
Random. Okay. The very first one we come to. This is
he's like, this is just a cell at random. Look how clean it is.
A standard cell. This is a cell that you would expect. All very, very solid environment. A single bed.
So this is pretty much the layout of a lot of cells in a lot of prisons these days. So they're fairly new. As you can see, this has only got half a shower so they can see in there better. That's obviously a desk, and the TVs there, they're all see-through, so you can't stash any shanks or anything in there. And obviously that's the bed there. And so see here next to old mate's shoulder there, that's a wind vent. So they've got these little things on them where you can make the vents open or close, open or close. And in winter you want them suckers closed. But in Queensland, I don't know, you probably want them open.
A toilet there. Now imagine that when we have a situation where we lock down, what you've got is you've got 2 mattresses here. So there's a person sleeps on the bunk.
This would be a single cell. This would be the bunk.
Single cell.
But when you double up, you just throw this mattress on the floor.
So that mattress comes onto the floor and a prisoner sleeps on the floor as well as somebody there. Now
that's something that happened in Victoria before they started building more prisons. And this was something that was going on. And sometimes there was 3 people in a single cell. And so, yeah, that's just bullshit. You should not have to sleep on the floor where people walk and the toilet is like literally going to be either right at your feet or right at your head. Yeah, that's absolutely bullshit. And yeah, hopefully that is rectified by now for the fellas. Because, yeah, there's nothing worse. Like, you don't want to be laying down. Obviously, it's a prison cell where the floors are shiny and slippery and the toilet's right there. The truth is, we all know males are different when they pee. That we get a bit of splashback and whatnot. So, you know, sometimes it's just not. And obviously, it doesn't matter how much you clean. At the end of the day, it's still piss floor. And I don't know, maybe for some people, poo floor.
That looks reasonable. But picture early hours of the morning, the prisoner getting up to use the convenience, stepping over somebody and using it right there within literally.
Oh, 100%. That would cause, I didn't even think about that. That's right. This shit caused so much bullshit. And so, imagine being put in a cell. You're in a single cell. You've been in your cell for 18 months. And then next thing you know, they tell you they're going to come and stick a mattress on your floor. And then you've got some fucking random in your cell. And you got to step over him to go to the toilet, to have go to the shower, to make a coffee, to do anything. Like, yeah, it's just bullshit. And you know what? Corrections need to do better. Because, like, at the end of the day, you're not storing animals. Like, we are fucking human beings. And, like, you know, that's just bullshit if you ask me. And obviously you can see that I hate that shit.
Literally, half a metre from somebody's head. So that's the reality. So
That's not very pleasant. So obviously this causes
So we'll
tension.
go back a little bit there.
It does, yeah.
So obviously,
Half a metre from somebody's head. So that's the reality.
So as you can see there, that's generally what it looks like. Now, so that's a little bit of a different setup than what we have. So the shower's probably over here, but we usually have the toilets against the back wall and then the blocking bit here coming out. But it's still very similar. But usually the shower's up the back and the toilet's closer to the door.
that's not very pleasant. So obviously this causes tension.
It does. Yeah, it does. There is no doubt that putting people in close proximity to others, you know, where they, you know, can't remove themselves from.
You've got to understand as well, like I said, this is people's homes. Like, someone's just been taken away from their family. This is their home, and then they're just going to come and chuck some random on the floor. Like, absolutely it causes tension. Yeah, I just can't believe that, like, it's still able to happen. It's just bonkers.
Some cases cause tensions. There have been assaults. There have been fights between prisoners, and in some cases that has spilled out into the safety of the prison officer.
Well, of course. And this is what the worst thing is. You're referencing it here, so it's obviously a big problem. Well, rectify it. Rectify this problem. Do you know what I mean? I know that Queensland was the only place that shut down the private prison sector, and this is something that needs to happen. I can probably guarantee that this is probably a private prison. I don't know. I don't know what government badges look like for the prison officers in Queensland, but they don't look like that in Victoria. Talking about this one right here. Who knows? Jump in the comment section if you know whether this is a private prison officer or a government prison officer. Never been to prison in Queensland, so I don't know.
So it's something we're very, very concerned about, and it's something we do all that we can do to manage.
Well, there you go, guys. Like, what about that at the start, right? This is what always gets me, and this is what always, like, literally does my head in and makes me so angry. Like, obviously, like I said, that guy was sitting there because he was obviously scared or whatever. Now, like, do you know what I mean? Like, obviously, I've been in that position of making people scared, but at the end of the day, I'm still human, and I've seen so many good guys, like, get wrecked because, you know, just over bullshit, like little bullshit. And you know what I mean? Like, what chance did that guy have at the stairs? He's sitting there on the stairs and 3 people come up to him. Like, even though, you know, we all say that we might have acted differently, but you don't know. You don't know whether you would have acted differently. And, like, until you've put in that position where you've got 3 fucking crazed prisoners wanting to kill you, you don't know how you're going to act. So, yeah, but, like, there you go, guys. That's how full-on prison is, and that's how unpredictable it is also. Do you know what I mean? And then also the cells there, Like, what a load of shit, chucking people on the floor there. Like, that's just absolute bullshit. And, you know, the Australian prison sector as a whole needs to do better, and they need to start treating prisoners better. And, you know, they might find that when they start treating prisoners better, that they might not act like they were acting in this video. Who knows? But all I know is if people are in an environment where, you know, they feel comfortable and they don't, do you know what I mean? Just make the environment better. Like, the prisons need to do better. And yeah, it's just shits me that it took so long for the prison guards to get there, and they were probably sitting there and watching it like in the other video that I posted the other day. It just does my head in. And like, yeah, I can't believe that how long it takes them to get there. Sorry, excuse me, but it makes me angry. But there you go, guys. Excuse me, the Queensland prison system. I'll tell you what, it's very few and far between you see CCT footage from inside a prison, and then it's even rarer that you see any from Queensland. So this was a little beauty to get a hold of. And yeah, well, there you go, guys. Don't do drugs and crime and you won't end up in prison like that. But if you guys have got any more videos that you'd like me to do a reaction to, chuck it down there in the comment section and I will do my utmost best to get around to it. And yeah, I have been the Chaos Chronicles. If you guys haven't already subscribed, please jump down there, shoot me a subscription. That'd be absolutely appreciated. And if you hit that bell icon, you'll never miss any of my videos again. And yeah, like I said at the start, guys, we do have paid memberships available. And yeah, where we do members only content. And yeah, we're going to start doing members only live chats as well. So yeah, it's something else to look out for in the future. So yeah, all right, guys. Well, I have been the Chaos Chronicles. You guys have been absolutely awesome. As always, guys, don't do drugs and crime and you won't end up in prison with this shit happening to you.
The Chaos Chronicles, where the